To me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. You won't bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Is enough. Is enough. Enough is. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them.
Hey guys, welcome back to Queen of the Indies Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the Queen of the Indies, Tiffany, and today I have my good friend Diego Hill. Welcome, how are you?
I'm good. How about you, Jay?
I'm good. Thank you so much for doing this podcast. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you for having me.
Yes. So, guys, if you're new to the Under Rope series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, backstage. I got you covered. If you guys got questions for Diego, please feel free. Drop it into the chat. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So, we already got people in the chat. We have a Zach in the chat. He goes, Happy Taco Tuesday. Oh, well, it's Happy Taco Tuesday to you. I didn't have tacos today. Did you have tacos today?
I didn't either.
Damn. I guess after the podcast, gotta get some tacos.
I'm more of a burrito guy.
Oh, okay. But what kind? Like steak, chicken, shrimp? What kind?
All of it.
All of them?
All of them. Just have all of that shit in there. And I'll just tell them.
Bring it on. If any of the fans like want to like send us some, that's cool too. You know, I appreciate that. So, but let's start off with this. I feel like I wanted to start off this podcast like a little bit different. So I feel like, you know, I need to ask you, like, if you need an intern, because I feel like we need to get you an intern for all the belts that you carry and everything like that. Like, I have a picture here, and, like, you are, like, the belt collector going on here, pretty much. You know, so we got, like, Prestige.
Go ahead and do it.
Prestige, PWF, PPW, crazy. Do you need an intern?
Yeah, we can do it.
I feel like we gotta call our good friend Young Boy. I mean, like, we call him the intern for, like, Sammy Diaz. You know, I think maybe he'll be, like, the perfect one for you, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Beautiful belts. Look at all that. So, but, so I like to start off also, like, the podcast. I like to ask you, I mean, like, obviously, like, I've seen you in person. I've watched you, you know, IWTV, all that fun stuff and everything. But for a fan that's never seen you wrestle before, but listening to this podcast, what is a match that you would recommend for them to watch to become an instant fan of yours?
I could say like 3 matches. Of course, when I was still working with Deadlock, I had like 2 top matches there. Of course, one with my brother in crime, Bojack, when he had the belt, and Lindsay Dorado, if it's still up there. And my third one, I could say, would be like this year. What I never expected to do was wrestle Cedric Alexander.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also got to add Mustafa Ali with that too.
Yes, that was definitely one that like I wanted to like bring up on this pod, and I love it too that if you guys, if you go into my description, you'll find like the link to his page and everything, and you have like some of like your favorite matches like put it up on your website, and that is one definitely that people can find it on. So definitely click those links below. So, all right, so let's talk about this because I feel like like Landon Hale's one of my best friends, in wrestling, everything. We talk all the time, so I feel like you guys wrestled like regular action wrestling. You've worked SEI together and everything like that. Give us a little bit about working with Landon.
I mean, I can say working with Landon is like it's like he's taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? He taught me like not to do like be so fast. You know what I mean? And everyone knows like I'm so fast in the ring, and like with his style, he just shows like energy, like an energy I've never seen before that someone has in the ring. And for him to just get pumped before, after, and during the match, it just makes me feel more comfortable. It makes me like get more confidence, more up in myself.
I love that. I definitely love that. Always shout out to Landon. Landon's like, oh, I know I'm a big conversation piece on your podcast. I'm like, well, you are. But like, I've like watched you guys, and you guys have the perfect chemistry together when you guys work together. Like you match each other's energy, as I like to call it.
I figured that we're 1-for-1 now, and like he's gonna be there too. So I'm hoping he's gonna be in that tournament. So like it could be Diego 2 and Landon 1. I'm sorry, but
that's right, because it's 1-1 now. So we need the third one. So like, where should this be? The third one.
I mean, he's in the Carolinas now, so I'm just telling him to pull up on me. He knows what shows I be at in the Carolinas now, so I'm just like, hey, just pull up on me.
There you go. There you go.
We can make it happen.
I'm here. I mean, I would like it like up here. I mean, it doesn't have to be New York. I mean, I'll travel Connecticut, Jersey, Massachusetts, or whatever like that.
Oh, it's crazy too because I've never been to New York like that.
Oh man!
But it's like that wrestling over there is like more lit, like I say.
Well, I mean, like now that like you say that, it's like I feel like I'm like literally like 12 minutes from like House of Glory, and like I feel like I would love to see a match with you and Amazing Red. I feel like this is like a match that
that's like my dream match too, to wrestle Amazing Red. I even like he inspired me so much. I like kind of do his finisher, like my finisher.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're putting it out there, so maybe it'll happen.
I mean, it could happen.
So, guys, like, send it, some tweets at, like, House of Glory. Let's make this match happen. Like, definitely. It'd be, like, really, really good. So, all right. So, another, group of people that we have to talk about that's, like, very, on this podcast a lot also, too, is Miracle Generations, which you are not shy of working. So, between even, Deadlock Pro, ETU, shout out to everybody, like, amazing. So working with them, like tag team with your boys, Bojack and BK Westwood. So like we gotta talk about that.
With Dustin, I felt like he just be trying so hard to get me to break character, just because of like how much of a personality he has. And Kai, I freaking love Kai. And just like wrestle with those guys, especially them welcoming us to a show that we had like first debuted. I remember like the first time me and Bojack worked on, and we were like kind of shy and all that because like Santana was also there too, and it was just like it just left us speechless. And they was just like, hey, feel what y'all need to do. You know what I mean? And we just did it at that. Got out of our comfort zone and was like, yo, it's time to work. So that's what we did.
Yeah. Oh man, we need more of it because it's like, I mean, even like again, like I said, Delac Pro, you and Ichi. I was there for that in January. Like,
oh yes. Speaking of Ichis, I can say Ichis is one of my best matches that
Mhm.
I've had. It could be like triple threat tag, or me and him tag, or our teams against his teams. Like it's just a banger every time with Ichi.
Yes, definitely. Oh man. So actually here I'm putting the flyer up here now. So it was just announced today, ETU, expect the unexpected, as they always say. You'll be back July 13th. I shared the
Yeah,
posts. I was like, Max is screaming. So I'm excited for that. I'm glad that you guys are coming up here more. You know, and that's one thing that I'm yearning for with living in New York, and like I'm willing to do some of the traveling around the connected states, and to see you guys like come up here more, and I'm sure you guys would love that more to come up this way.
oh yeah, and I'll also be back in New York next week too.
Definitely. So, oof, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. So, bookers, you know, make this happen and everything. So since we're talking about like the Northeast, we have to talk recently also too about Limitless Wrestling. So, you guys wrestled against Swipe Right, you know, and I always talk about this with Limitless. You know, shout out to Randy; he's got great thing going up in Maine. I physically been in the building in Yarmouth before, and there's nothing like the fans up there. It's electric. So I'm
It's like
sure.
a fucking stage right now.
Mm.
Honestly, it was like as soon as I walked through that curtain, I was like, "Holy shit! I hope I don't piss my pants." Like it was just so many people down there. It was just like so hard for me to function because it was just like a spotlight was on us at that time.
Right, right. That's great. I mean, we have like a whole bunch of people like up there, tag teams, flip it out. Like you guys had a great match. Anybody can watch this on IWTV as well. You know, so anybody catch your eye up there that you like to work singles tag?
Not yet, but as soon as I come back there, I give you an answer.
there's there's a lot. There's a lot. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Well, I could say Conan Lycan. Conan Lycan, I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to work him there.
I'd be like really good. Really, really good. Conan's been on this pod years ago. And it's funny because he hasn't been like on the East Coast for a while, and now that like we started seeing him a lot more at Limitless and ETU, so I know a lot of even like promoters that weren't like aware of him, and I think I seen him at a JCW show in Atlantic City
Oh, okay.
originally, like years ago. Like he came over here. So it's kind of that'd be like a really good match. Like, all right, let's manifesting. We're doing a lot of manifesting on this pod, pretty much. So, all right. So, I feel like you know we have to talk about maybe like one of your best road trip stories that you've taken with VK and Bojack.
Oh, I got so many good ones. I got so many good ones. I guess I could tell you like the story of like how we debuted at Beyond,
Hmm.
and then like how we came back from Beyond. So when we debuted there, it was like a really long trip for us.
Hmm.
So then BK had hit us up and was like, "Yo, I got a buddy that we can stay with." So we decided to stay with that buddy or whatever.
Hmm.
And I guess the mother just kept asking us, "Did we need water or anything?" Like every 5 minutes. And so we were just like, "No, no." Apparently, she's going to keep asking until we say yes. So I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, I'm going to bed now." And I'm like, "Okay." So then the next morning, when we get up, get ready to leave, right? But before we leave, I guess his buddy wanted to watch the. I forgot what year it was of the Royal Rumble. Shit, it had. I think it was a year. The shit. I guess you know this year because it was the same year that Santino got out and beat it the fastest record.
Okay. The year.
Don't know what year that was. But I was like, okay.
Hmm.
I guess his buddy wanted us to see that part. So
Mm.
I was like, oh, okay. Did that. And then we immediately leave. So what was funny though, I guess we somehow we just all randomly started liking Zach Fox. Cause I guess we just heard BK just started blasting the music of Zach Fox Menace. So we was like, me and Bojack was just like, oh, okay, this shit hard. So we just in there jamming or whatever. And then I guess an hour later, they get hungry. They're like, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to eat. I'm pitching them my idea. I'm like, yo, let's get Waffle House. And then he goes, all right, so what we gonna eat? I was like, Waffle House. What? Were y'all not in the mood for Waffle House? So then he was like, all right, we'll do Waffle House. They were so annoyed when I said I wanted some damn Waffle House. I was like, come on. It's early in the morning. We on the road. Why not Waffle House? Something cheap, goddamn. Like, ain't nobody gonna spend money on a 5-star bill every goddamn day. Like, who got money like that? Please let me know, because I don't. I may got the talent for it, but I ain't got the actual money for it. Just saying.
You mean the mom didn't come back and offer some like breakfast going on?
Like, yeah. So then, as soon as we leave, we finally get there to Beyond. And I guess the team at the time was called Club Cam.
Mm-hmm.
And so, apparently, we really didn't know what their character was, but they said they were just going to do some skits or whatever. So apparently, when BK ties up with him, I forgot what his name was. I think it was Bryce, or someone else
Mm-hmm.
with the mohawk. Yeah, he had the mohawk at the time. And so, daggone, I guess he did a little chain or whatever, and then immediately smacks BK in the ass. BK looks at us and goes, like a dead face. I try so hard not to laugh, because he was like, well, I didn't expect brother to do that. And like the whole time, he was talking about that. He was talking about how his back was hurting too. Like the whole 12 hours back. Like it was just...
Damn. This is a whole other breed.
like a whole debris.
Damn. Man, you guys like mesh so well together, and you know it's fun that you could switch off. You guys could wrestle each other. Like you've seen the singles of you guys. You know, you've guys tag team different alterations. I mean, we need. This was something I was thinking about before. This wasn't part of my questions or whatever. There's so many trios teams out there, and I've talked about this through years on this podcast and everything like that. That we do need the tournaments. You know, trios tournament. We were supposed to have one at Fight Life, and you know, Frankie, we miss you. You know, can't wait for you to come back with Fight Life or whatever like that. But I feel like we really have enough teams, trios base, that we could do like a tournament, and you guys definitely need to be part of that. 100%.
Hey, we down with whatever. I can speak for all three of us. We down for whatever.
Say so, okay, but like, yeah, you guys can fight like all over the place, singles, tag, whatever, you know, make it happen. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people in the chat. What's going on? So Max is in the chat. What's up, Max? She goes, Wepa!
Wepa!
Frank Thomas is in the chat. He goes, is it true that Diego Mastip debated Velveteen Dream back in 2019?
Huh? Who that? Who the fuck is that?
Damn it, Frank. I can't with you. Good cop, bad cops in the chat. What's going on? He goes, hey, Tiff and Diego, heading back to start, and we'll watch that 2x speech to catch up in about 12 minutes time. Well, thanks. Friends of the Squared Circle. Hi, friends. Hi, how are you? And then we have, is that Wade in the chat? Wait, I think it's Wade. I love you. I'm pretty sure that's Wade in the chat. So welcome. Thank you guys. If you guys got questions, drop it into the chat. Definitely. Let me do some of these fan tweets. So Good Cop, Bad Cop, actually, since he's in the chat, we'll go with this one. So he has 2 questions. So we'll start with this one. He says, fan tweet, Good Cop, with Diego Hill being an anagram of I'll go hide, what's the best hiding spot you have as a kid playing hide and seek? Listen, we ask the hard-hitting questions on this podcast, okay?
I would say, damn. Could I do 2 answers with that? I would either say under a bed,
Under bed.
under a bed, or in a closet.
Okay. His second part of the question is, which wrestler from any era is so scary you'd go hide under the ring to avoid them?
Pope.
No? None?
Pope. Pope got hands.
Oh, Pope.
Got,
I thought you said nope. I thought you was like...
No, I said Pope. Pope got hands.
Pope got hands. There you go.
But that's my dog, though. But I be sometimes scared of him. Last time I saw him, he was like, "You looked at me like you saw a ghost." I'm like, "What the fuck I did?"
I can't. All right. So, we have another fan tweet from our friend Alex. He wants to know what your pre-match rituals are.
Pre-match rituals. I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, my schedule's been like all over the place. So it was like I can't even just think of one match just like right off my head. But but I know next month I'll be back in Mexico. Mm-hmm. I don't know what luchador I'm gonna wrestle, but next month.
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. How's that like traveling all around the world to like go see like different places? Goodness.
It feels like paradise. Mm-hmm. Can I say that? It just feels like paradise. like when I first went to Mexico, yeah, it was hot as fuck. But then it was like the food over there was good. Like I was hanging with Bandino for like the whole weekend, and it was just amazing.
Where was your favorite place to travel?
I would say Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
There you go. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Definitely. Let's see what else we got in the chat. Oh, okay. All right. So we'll move on. We'll move on to another fan question. So this one's from Matt. He goes, "What's a piece of advice you would give a singles wrestler who's about to become a tag team?"
I would say singles from tag. Don't just push yourself. Also, help your tag team partner get better too. So then both of y'all can be on the same boat, the same level. And with that being the same level, y'all untouchable.
Definitely. I've seen like wrestlers like, you know, that they're mostly like singles, but they have tag team, you know, and like I've talked to all different kinds, and they're like, okay, well, we're not on the same page. I want to, you know, practice as a tag team so we can be better, you know, or one like feels like they don't need to. Like I've had all these conversations with all types of wrestlers before. Definitely need to be on the same page.
Yeah, definitely the same page. That's the problem.
All right, so we have one from, we had a lot of fan tweets actually here. So this one's from Everything Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Conrad, much love. Make sure you guys give him a follow. He's got you covered with AEW reviews, WWE, all that fun stuff. He says there's two things. What is one piece of advice you would give someone who wants to get into wrestling? So we'll start with that. What happened?
Follow your heart. My dog's trying to get out the kennel right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, we love pets on this pod. Like, you know, we can bring.
Okay, I'll get him one second. But yeah, if you want to become a pro wrestler, put your heart into it.
There you go.
What's the second question?
All right, his second question is, how did you get inspiration for Diego Hill?
I get inspiration from Diego Hill. You know, I can answer that all different types of ways. Mm-hmm. I never thought of myself, honestly, being an inspiration. Stop eating my spaghetti, brother.
Hi, cutie. Wait, what is the puppy's name?
Psycho. But
Hi.
yeah, I never thought of myself being an inspiration.
Mhm.
But you know, I can say keep going. Because like with me never thought of being an inspiration to some wrestlers who like personally told me that I've inspired them to become a pro wrestler. That's what just makes me keep going forward. Because I follow my heart, I follow my passion, you know, I work for it too. So yeah, that's my answer.
There you go. This is so cute. We've had all sorts of pets on this podcast, like all sorts of
He's
crazy
so
stuff.
pathetic. Like he's never this hyper before.
It's like, I know. I want to be famous. You're so cute. I love it. Aw, little cutie pie. So we have another fan tweet from David. He said, I recently saw you versus Braden Lee at Sean Henderson's Presents. He said that was an excellent match. Oh man, shout out to Sean Henderson, man.
Oh yeah, the GOAT.
Yes. So I know he's like a little bit on a break right now, but yeah, so that was like not that long ago, you and Braden. So
Oh yeah.
really, really good match. So I don't know if you want to like elaborate more of that.
You know, for a guy his size really impressed me a lot. It was like he could move like a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I first met him, it was at PWJ.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, we did like a multi-man match. I think it was me, Jay Bougie, Alan Angels, me, and boy, I already said me.
You put yourself in twice? You like
and
morphed?
Brandon Lee.
I can't. I just realized that you put Brendan Lee and it was Brendan Toon. Sorry, guy.
Oh, boom.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that, I cut and pasted and I just realized that now that it was Braden Toon. So shout out to Braden.
My bad, Brandon. Braden.
Oh man. Hi Marissa, what's up in the chat? Good Cop Bad Cop says pets appearing on podcasts are always an unexpected bonus. Yes, we love that on this podcast. So, but yeah, Braden's amazing. Like again, like you even said too, the way that he moves in the ring.
Big guy doing a moonsault. You never see that.
Mm-hmm. Shooting star. I was like, oh my god, running shooting star.
Yes. Oh my god, shooting star.
Let's go. We love Braden. You guys can check out that podcast as well on here as well. So let's see. Oh, you know what I definitely wanted to talk about? Recently I saw that you were at a baseball game and you threw out the first pitch. How cool.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Oh, that was amazing. And the funny thing is, I used to play baseball when I was little. But turns out it wasn't really actually my sport. I love you too, bye-bye. But you know, them having me pitch the first ball, I was like, oh, okay. I hope I don't mess this up. And so they let me do a little practice pitch too. So on the first one, when I did it, I was like, all right, he caught it like it was nothing. So I was like, okay, I got this. As soon as we get ready to go, it happens.
Was there a wrestling match there too? Did they have wrestling or it was just
a baseball event?
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Kind of like a wrestling.
But I saw like you posted like a whole bunch of pictures too that you were taking like photos with
like
fans.
A whole lot of baseball people in.
I think we need more of that. The dog is like, yeah.
They were like legit into wrestling. They like, it was like during the halftime they did like a yeet cam and blasted Jay Uso's music. Just yeet.
Right. Another place we have to touch base, PWF, that's on IWTV as well. You know, want to give us a little bit of, for people that are not aware of PWF, a little background?
Yeah, PWF, it's pretty much, I could say, the next North Carolina wrestling company that's just going to take over North Carolina. You know, it's got amazing talent, amazing people, amazing coaches. Like, I can say PWF helped build Diego Hill. PWF. Yeah, go ahead. He is right now. Michael, damn it. Chill out.
It's like
Chill out.
you got food, you're talking to someone, but the attention has to be on me.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my god. Let's see. Max wants to know, what is your go-to road trip snack?
Ooh, cheats. I always get gummy bears from there.
Ooh, there you go. We have to ask the infamous question on this podcast: Wawa or Sheets?
Damn.
Damn, I put him on the spot.
Damn. You can't do that to me.
I can, because I do it to everybody else.
That
It's
ain't
like,
right. That ain't right. That ain't right. Because what if I actually choose one and then the other one's just gone just because of me choosing? But I would say, oh, damn.
it really is like a fight on here on the pod. There's the people that love Sheets, and they'll fight to, the death of it. And then you have the people who love Wawa.
I gotta go with Sheets.
Look at that.
Just because BoJack put me on with Sheets. Because
Okay. Anything particular you like there the most?
their burgers are really good. Their fries are amazing. The mozzarella sticks, I freaking love them.
What's great, I'm here in New York, and I don't have either. Where I am, anyway. Like, in the city, like, I don't have that. Like, I have to travel to either Jersey or Pennsylvania. So, like, whenever you go to the Mecca in Jersey, you have to go to the Wawa.
Oh yeah,
It's the spot.
oh it's good over there.
I mean, I can't begin to tell everybody, like, how many times that, like, I've walked into Wawa, like, after a show, and then you just run into, like, all the wrestlers in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got the chat going on in here. Let's see. Good Cop, Bad Cop says 28 minutes in and the first food question being asked. I believe that's the second long estimated wait. Well, I'm sorry. Marissa says we don't have either. Cumberland Farms is what we get. Yes, that's another one that's like Massachusetts. It's like everywhere outside of New York, but I think they just put some Cumberlands in Long Island.
Nah, but if you're ever in Indiana, you need to try that chicken spot that's called Hot Boys. Their chicken is amazing.
Ooh, see, we're getting the spots. There you go, Good Cop, Bad Cop. We're getting into the food talk here, pretty much. So, Max just said, she goes, speaking of the Mecca, she goes, ETU, let's go. Yes, if we just posted, I'm putting it up here again.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, and then we got SCI season, as I like to call it. That's coming up as well. So, you're going to be tearing it up with teriyaki.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are very familiar with each other as
Oh,
well.
yeah. This ain't the first time we wrestled, though.
Yeah. So,
We wrestled each other in Jersey, Or we had a match of the night over there, so.
So you guys gotta come up here. I know, like, me and Max are pushing for you guys to come up here more, pretty much up here. So we're like working on that with some of the promoters here.
Tell them to hit.
So Max also said, go ahead.
Jersey.
What happened?
I said, I'm tired of wrestling PA. Take me to Jersey.
See, and I keep saying this with a lot of people on this podcast. I want to see different stuff. I don't want to keep seeing the same wrestlers wrestle each other at XYZ, promotion, all across the board. There's a million wrestlers out there. Like, you guys are amazing. You're amazing. There's a million wrestlers up here that I would love to see you get in the ring with. I don't know. I don't know. We need to make this happen. I see another. Where was it? I saw Shanto in the chat says hi to you. So thank you
How's
for coming.
How's it going?
How's it going? So we have to ask the infamous question also on this podcast because I know Good Cop, Bad Cop is probably waiting for me to ask it, and I feel it's just a staple here now. So
Cool.
it's the cereal question. Do you put your cereal in first and then your milk? Or do you put your milk in first and then your cereal?
I always put the cereal down first, then the milk. That's just me.
Okay, good. We've had a bunch of people lately. So, I don't know. Tim Bosby came on this podcast, was it last week? And he started talking about that he puts water in his cereal.
It depends on what type of cereal it is. If it was Frosted Flakes, and I understand. It'll have some sugary ass flakes. I tell them that.
No, he was trying to definitely cut the carbs. So, MJ in the chat says, any advice for someone who just had their first training session? Well, that's a good one.
I would say the first might not be the best, but if you keep going, you will achieve more and see the progress in it. That's how I was on my first day. I mean, my first day, I wasn't really that good, but still had to learn this and that. But I thought about it in my mind every time, like when I'm in or outside of the ring. And that's just one thing you got to do. Just always got that humble mindset. Always stay humble.
Oh, that's great advice too. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, Max says, "Gimme Diego versus Sammy D." Yes, belt collector versus belt collector. Let's go.
Oh, okay, let's make it happen.
Harry, VST, Harry.
Damn me.
Make it happen. Marissa's in the chat says, "What if you don't use milk in your cereal?"
And I just don't eat cereal.
Yeah, you're just eating cereal.
I just can't eat cereal without milk, man. Nah.
That's just like nibble food that, like, you know, you're driving and you just need something and you
It's
have it
just
like
like
a plastic bag.
Ketchup. I mean, a lot of people do it, but
Okay, Good Cop, Bad Cop says, "Phew, Diego passed the test." You passed the test on this podcast. Oh man. Again, old school question on this podcast. Craziest thing a fan's done to get your attention.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of crazy fans nowadays.
Yes. Really are.
Oh yeah, this is what I can say. This is when I was working 5-star wrestling. Mm-hmm. I guess I forgot my opponent's name at the time, and he was a super heel at that show. So he wanted to do a skit with some old woman. And to remind you, don't want to tell this old woman that we were just playing around with her or whatever. So apparently he wanted to do something with me and him brawl, and I just eat the post or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. And then all he said is just going to be up in the old lady's face. I'm like, okay. It happens. I eat the post. And I'm just sitting there while I'm just like laying down selling or whatever and looking at him. And he's just like, oh, you ain't going to do shit, old woman. You ain't going to do shit. And she immediately just smacked the fuck out of him. I was like, yo. I'm over here selling and trying hard not to laugh. And I'm just like, yo. And like, I can see the anger in his face because he didn't expect that to happen. But I'm just like, I try to pitch shit to you that it wasn't a good idea, brother. Like,
oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's a good one. Like, you know, that one tops the cake, I think, on this pod. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man. I've seen the beer be taken out of people's hands and fans going into the back.
Oh my god.
You know, like trying to threaten the wrestlers and stuff. I've seen that happen. So wow.
That's a bro reason. Oh my god. Like,
Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. Versus says, I'm lactose intolerant, man. I can't have milk. Hey, it's okay. No judgment, man. No judges here.
Hey, no judgment over here.
So, good cop, bad cop says, milk first. People need to take a long, hard look at themselves. Well, listen, plenty have said that they put the milk in first. What are we gonna do? I can't say anything. Matt Oesum's in the chat. He goes, my guy Diego, what's up?
What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's pay it forward. Give us a couple of names that we should be looking out for.
I could say Sean Smith. He used to go by the name AKA
Rocket.
Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just in a match with him last week. You know, his athleticism is probably like over the charts. Better than my athleticism, I could say. But yeah, Sean Smith, of course. What else could I say? Oh, August Fears. Yeah, I kind of trained him, but you know, for a guy to like succeed so fast and go to show after show after show, it just makes me and Bro the Jack and all the other coaches proud. You know, that's another guy y'all need to take a look at. Comes from the Carolinas. And last but not least, y'all should take a look. When I say a look, I gotta pull up the phone real quick, just so I won't mess up his name or whatever. But his character name is Flip. He's particularly from Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Always good to like pay it forward.
Terry Sequoia.
Terry Sequoia. Okay.
Yes. He does the most beautiful shooting star I've ever seen.
Oh man, right up my alley. I love my shooting stars and my bridges on toes, so I guess I have a little digging to do now. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, wow. There you go. Matt Awesome in chat says, "Few Boricua." He goes, "We need Diego versus Jarrett Diaz." Oh, fellow. Sorry. he wrote few. So, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Definitely. So, I have two final questions for you. If anybody has any more questions, feel free. Drop it into the chat. So, you know, we're kind of like halfway of the year, 2025. What goals do you have for the rest of the year?
I was saying my main goal is to at least try to get on the bigger shows now, to like TNA or WWE. I've already done Ring of Honor, but I felt like I could do more opportunities there, or MLW, just anywhere. I felt like I'm ready to take like that next step. I've seen my brothers do it. My little brother's doing it. Like, he's on NXT right now. And my other little brother, he just became Evolve champion. So I feel like it's about my time to just at least make that next step. Rather than not be WWE, it could be somewhere else bigger or, you know, close to it.
Definitely. Man, there's a lot. And I saw like a lot of people, like, I guess like their contract was over even with like MLW and stuff. Like there's been like a couple, like, you know, that they're moving forward and everything like that. So good luck to them and everything. So I feel like we have a lot of possibilities in the chat. Matt says, Matt in chat says, "Hey Marissa." So I like to end my questions. Again, if anybody has any more, feel free to drop it into the chat. So I like to focus on wrestling with positivity, because obviously in wrestling, there's so much negativity into the world of wrestling. But I like just a little, you know, but we like to focus on the positive here. So is there anything that you could share with us? Something that maybe a fan's done for you, maybe you done for a fan, maybe something you've done for a wrestler, or maybe a wrestler's done for you. Anything that we wouldn't know unless you shared this story.
You know, there was one time I was at a show. Well, I'm champion at that show now, but when I first started working there a couple of months ago, only had my debut match there, and then the second time when I went there was this little kid who came up to me and just like had this big drawing picture of me, and it just like left me speechless. And I was like, legit finna give this kid money and all that just for the pictures, just so how much I appreciated it for the picture. But he didn't want the money or anything. He just wanted me to take a picture of him with it. And I was like, you know what? That's no problem. You know, that like kind of, can I say, like warmed my heart seeing like a little kid just like draw a picture of me and like on a poster board and just gives it to me. It just tells me that I'm just doing my job right, you know.
I love that. I love. See, this is why I like the wrestling with positivity, because you hear all these heartwarming things, and it's amazing. And I'm sure even stuff like, I'm sure even like with the video games, like people have created you in video game. It's got to be crazy to see stuff like
Oh,
that.
it's crazy. Like just like this WWE 2K25 that came out, and I was just like, I was playing on it for a little bit, and I also do a little streaming on YouTube if y'all want to check that out. But yeah, some dude had used me as a creative me as a person, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Am I really kicking my own ass right now?
Oh my god, that's so cool. I think that's cool. That's really, really cool stuff. So, so let's talk about what else you have coming up. I know we talked about here we go. We got ETU next month at the Mecca. So Max, did you buy your
Yeah.
ticket? Did you? I know, like Max was like, I'm
You
looking
went-
at train tickets. So that's coming up. And then we got July 8th. I like to call it SCI season is upon us. So
Oh, yeah.
what else do we have that you know, the fans would
Oh,
come
yeah.
see you?
But I know next week I'm gonna be real busy, and it starts with Thursday. But I can't tell you much about what's happening Thursday because they told me not to say shit about it. So just know y'all see me somewhere Thursday. And after that, I get come back from the flight. Well, Thursday. Well, I'm gonna say this: Thursday, I will be in New York. Okay.
Okay.
Next Thursday, I will be in New York. But I will give you details about that later. But after I come back from New York, I'm gonna be back in North Carolina, wrestling in my home promotion, PWF. And then the day after that, I will be in Charlotte, debuting Ashe Wrestling. Shout out to Darius Lockhart for giving me the opportunity to wrestle there. Much love to you, brother. Much love. And then after that, which finishes that soft, is AML.
Wow. So cool. Lots of stuff, a lot of places to see him at. So tell everybody where they can follow you so that they know, or if they want to come see you live, which they should come see you live in person because you're amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to see my matches and all that, go to YouTube and just type in Diego Hill. All my gaming is up there. All my matches are up there. Even some of the interviews that I had, and just big matches. Like you'll see matches like with me and Mustafa Ali. We'll upload me and Cedric tomorrow. And yeah, Twitter, you can follow me at I'm Diego Hill. Instagram at I'm Diego Hill. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Marissa in the chat says, come to Massachusetts.
I've been there before. Y'all told me to come back. I'm waiting for y'all to bring me back.
So that's why I always say, tweet the promotions of people. You know, we have like power of the socials to get people over there. If enough people will tweet,
I mean,
it will
wrestling.
happen.
But
So, anything else that you would like to share with the fans that we didn't discuss?
I think they heard enough. I think they heard a lot. You know. Well, what else can I say? What do y'all want to know about Diego? I mean, I'm just a half black, half Puerto Rican kid. I'm sorry.
There you go. Make sure you give him a follow. Make sure you go see him live. If not, catch him on IWTV with a bunch of promotions you got up there. So that'll be really, really good. So hopefully I can like, I think every time that like I've come to a show that you're on, you're like gone. So like I can never grab you to get a pic and come meet you.
Oh man, you see me on so many shows and I have not seen you.
Yeah, like I've been at I was at Deadlock in January. at the Mecca.
Ah,
So,
they
uh, yeah. So I'm trying to think like what else, like whatever. But like, yeah, I gotta come to another ETU show. Maybe I'll come to this ETU show. So
oh,
maybe I gotta come see it or whatever. But I remember, I think I said to Landon, I was like, "Where is he?" He's like, "He's gone." I'm like, "God damn it!" So that's okay. That's okay. So next time, I'll definitely see you. Hopefully the ETU show that
oh yeah.
maybe I'll come down for that as well, and then maybe we'll get some other promoters to book you over here. So.
Oh
But,
yeah.
so, but yeah. So thank you for coming on the podcast, chatting with us for a little bit.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks to the fans and all the fan tweets. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the share button. Make sure you're subscribed to Queen of the Indies Corner. So you guys know the drill. Stay safe. Support independent wrestling. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
Feeling miserable.